Hello everyone, what's going on? Welcome back to our My Player Career Mode here in EAFC 24. I appreciate all the love and support that all of you lovely people continue to show me, and I hope that you're having a great day and feeling fantastic as well. Before I take you through what we've got in store in the way of matches today, one thing I want to show you first, and that is our current contract. We have completed all the objectives that we had set for us here at Wrexham. So, I believe at the end of the season, this means we will be able to renew our contract on our new wage. But we also have a decision to make whether or not we want to stay at Wrexham. But that will be made at the end of the year. So for now, we don't have to worry about this. But there you go. All the objectives, we've completed them. And as far as our League 2 journey has gone so far, we are top. 9 points clear of Gillingham, 10 clear of Stockport, and we have a game in hand over Gillingham. So what have we got in the way of matches today then? Newport County up first away from home before we then face Grimsby, Crawley and Accrington Stanley as well. And we'll see where we are at after those matches have been played. Also scored our first free kick in the previous episode, so that was good to see. Hopefully we'll get another one today. But with that being said, my friends, sit back, relax, and enjoy this episode. Team news is in on your screen right there. First game of the day is upon us. Realise I didn't set a like target in the introduction of today's video, and you lot always smash the support. So let's go for 1,000 likes again on this episode. Evans now towards O'Connell. O'Connell forward to myself. You might remember as well, in a couple of games in the previous episode, we just struggled to create chances. We ended up drawing 0-0 with Bradford and Stockport. Against Bradford, we created 2 chances. Stockport, we created just the single chance. So, hoping that won't be a similar story here against Newport. In this first half, here we are on the edge of the penalty area now then. Looking to unleash the shot, which we will now send goal bound. It's blocked on the way through. Who will win that header? It will be O'Connell. Pick back up now then. And we've a minute to go until half-time. Wrexham looking to find a chance late on. Palmer does well. Doesn't give me much, though, with a pass into my feet. And at half-time, it's going to result in 0-0 from the first 45 minutes. Shades of that we saw against Bradford and Stockport here. But I could just say we're warming up. First game of the day. Palmer, we are down the right-hand side. Plays Evans. Evans now then finds Barnett. Back the way of Evans. Lovely ball into my feet. Barnett's made a great move here. Can he get a cross in? Barnett pulling it back towards us. Looking to place it. Townsend saves. I'm starting to think I shouldn't be going for finesse shots, because normally when I do that, the power's just not there to get it past the goalkeeper. Should just start hitting it with pace, I think. There's Hayden! Oh, what a header! What an outstanding header from Hayden. Wrexham lead from the corner. Forget about me saying I'm not going to use finesse shots. I need to start generating power. We scored from the corner, and talking about power, it is a thumping header from Hayden. All the power generated by him. The delivery's okay, but he makes it look even better with that header. Wrexham 1, Newport 0. And I'm going to say that just before the second half got underway, I had a sip of my tea, so maybe that's the reason we've come back out inspired here in the second half. Final 10 minutes of the game here, and we do still lead, courtesy of Hayden's fantastic header. But it's just a single goal. Can we add to it right here? McLean pulls it back onto our right foot. There is still a number of players in the way, though, for Newport County. Now Young crosses back in. I went first time. Why did we take a touch? I pressed shoot, and it just didn't register. I didn't have time to take a touch. We had to go first time. What a cross it was, though, as well, to get us into that position. And as Wrexham will come forwards again here, down this right-hand side once more. Here's Young again, across. Drysdale there this time, as he will clear away. And it's Wrexham who are finishing the game strongly as we go in search of our second goal. Don't know how many minutes we've got added on, because I can't see it with the time. And Wrexham will hold on, will they? Well, we've just won it back, so now surely we will. And we'll drive at Newport, looking for one final chance maybe. Can we get the cross in? It's towards the back post. There's Palmer. Townsend, what a save! That should have been 2-0. It doesn't matter anyway. We do win the game by a goal to 0. Gillingham back to winning ways. Stockport also winning against Swindon. And Hayden's header was enough for the 3 points for Wrexham. Next up, we face 5th placed Grimsby. So this might be a tricky test for us. Rose. Hollowhan. Good block, Hayden. And now here is Evans. 1-2 with him. He's got Palmer ahead of him. Now Palmer holds on to it for a bit too long. Fletcher will now find me. Waiting for the run here from James McLean down the left, and there it is. McLean now goes down this left-hand side. We're with him still. McLean cuts it back. The touch to get us into a great position across the face of goal. There's Palmer! It is Wrexham 1, Grimsby 0. And it was wonderfully worked. When the ball comes back to us from McLean, I knew all I had to do was take it in my stride, and there was no way the defender could set themselves and turn quickly enough to be able to match my pace. You'll see it here, that touch. We go around him, and then Palmer's just waiting for the tap in, although he took a touch. Now, I thought he should have gone first time. It doesn't matter in the end because we do lead, and it took us till the second half of the chances to come in the first game. Well, we've seen our first here inside the first half an hour, and it's been taken. Rodgers, nice ball, finding Khan. Khan towards Glennon. Glennon's ball will now pick out Holohan. Holohan trying to find the pass, given away though, and now here come Wrexham. As we get very lucky that ball stayed with us. Cannon are making the move. Cannon will find us as well. Can we go all the way here to test the goalkeeper? I mean, I tell you what, I was just hoping to shoot and see him palm it back out. That should not go in. That is terrible, terrible, terrible goalkeeping. Or is it just a fantastic strike? Let's have a better look here. Shots in. I still think it's terrible goalkeeping. Maybe it's just an outstanding shot. Maybe I'm doing us an injustice. But when I shoot, my intention was to shoot and hope the goalkeeper would palm it back into a dangerous area. I didn't think for a second that would actually go in. It has done, and it's Wrexham 2, Grimsby 0. Maybe I am doing myself an injustice. Maybe it was a pretty good strike, but as I say, I had no expectation that ball would actually go in. We've won back possession here, and we'll find the ball forward to Fletcher. Fletcher finds us again. Now out wide here. I actually wanted it to go to Palmer, but we found Barnett instead. Barnett, can he cross? He does. We're there with the header. Oh, it's wide. That was close to 3-0 Wrexham. We are feeling the groove right now. We look good when we are going forwards, and this is what I like to see for this episode. Here is Khan for Grimsby. Khan back towards Green. Green now then invited to go forward. Great pass, Clifton! Will slots home a response for Grimsby, and there is still 6 minutes to go. When Green picks up the ball, the question is, who's putting the pressure on him? Nobody does. He picks out a lovely through ball, and Clifton smashes Grimsby back into the game. We'll see it better here. I mean, yeah, there's a couple of players who should have gone to the ball. Neither do. I think I am one of them. Clifton's effort finds the back of the net. 6 minutes to go. Can Grimsby find a point? Evans. Now Hayden. Hayden finds us. We'll play Barnett. Chewing down the clock here just to make sure the victory is ours. Barnett didn't really need to go long there, but he did look for Fletcher. Given away, but with 30 seconds left, I don't think that's going to matter. And I think, in the end, Grimsby Town cannot find anything other than a consolation goal. But Wrexham, for the fact that for 80 minutes of that game we were comfortable, we did get away with that in the last 10 minutes because you can't lose concentration. You've got to remain concentrated for the full 90 minutes because, as I say, for 80 minutes of that game, we were comfortable. We're now 11 points ahead of Gillingham with a game in hand. 12 points ahead of Notts County. If we don't win the league from this point, I think that's a little bit of a bottle job, I'd say. But I'm saying that, we've still got 11 games to go, but I am pretty confident now that the league is ours to lose. And with Crawley Town up next, in a game that Crawley have struggled this season, you would expect us to win this. Evans, now towards Boyle. There's a return to the starting 11 today for Paul Mullin. So welcome back to him. It would be a great welcome back if he could score a goal. As McLean now then left-hand side, chance to put a cross in. And he goes towards us. We get the volley there. I don't know what's been given. Is it a penalty? I have got handballs turned off, so it has to be for a foul. I mean, I'm complaining at the referee. We'll see it better here. Yeah, it's just a foul. It's a straight-up foul. And I believe Paul Mullin on his return to the starting 11 will get a chance from the spot. No, Basante takes responsibility. Basante for Wrexham. 16 minutes in. A chance to put us 1-0 ahead. Basante steps up and, as cool as you'd like, chips it down the middle. Coolness personified from Basante. I wondered if Mullin would take it, but if Basante's taking penalties like that, then you can't really say no to him taking them in the future, because that is an outstanding penalty. So calm, so composed, sits the goalkeeper down, chips it straight down the middle. When they come off, Those penalties look so good. When they don't come off, you look very foolish. But this time around for Basante and Wrexham, it's worked. Evans. Oh, what a pass from Evans. What a pass that was. Split open the midfield. Allows me then the chance to be able to run and find Barnett, who has got acres of space. Barnett's touch forward. Crosses back in. In the end, it was a poor ball by him. He did well to get into the space, but then all he's got to do is pick out a pass. And he sort of just crosses without real intention. There was no one really he was aiming that at. He sort of just put the ball in and hoped. But he should have just looked for a pass because there was definitely options on. Anyway, half-time, Wrexham 1. Crawley 0. Great skill. Brilliant skill. We run away. Here now is Basante in the box. Basante pulls it back. McLean 2-0 Wrexham. We pick the ball up from deep and just run at Crawley. And after that, 2 passes later, McLean's finished. And that goal pretty much shows you why Crawley are down the bottom end of the table. Defending was lacklustre and essentially non-existent. It was far too easy for me to get in down the left-hand side, then pull the ball back across. And after Basante picks out McLean, he has the simple job of finishing the move off. Crawley looking to respond though here. And you know what? If they do pull a goal back, maybe, just maybe, there's something in the game for them. Well kept in here. Rolls. Has to go back. We've not allowed that pass back though. Instead he finds Lolos. Lolos back the way of Forster. Forster into Rolls. Rolls into the area. And we're back to do the challenge. And clear as well. And that is the side of the game that you don't see too much of me, because 9 times out of 10 I'm showing you in our attacking sense, but we have put in a shift defensively at times this season as well. You saw it there. We get back, we make the challenge, and then all of a sudden, the break is on. Wrexham look like they want to score again. We get into the area. Can we find the finish? I don't know how on earth that's worked, but that is outstanding. From defending to attack, we find Wrexham's third, and yes, I know Crawley are struggling, but even so, the determination on show there to win back that possession at 2-0 and then go up the other end and score. I initially thought maybe we might see a handball call against me there, but it doesn't come. And we get another one for ourselves this season in what has been an impressive first year as a Wrexham player. And surely we'll be in League One next year. It's been a fairly quiet return to the starting 11 today for Paul Mullin, who hasn't really needed to do too much because after the penalty, Basante slotted that home. Then McLean added our second. We've got our third. And yeah, like I say, hasn't had to do a lot as Howard. Speaking of not having to do a lot, first save of the game for him, and what a save it was. Lovely touch here by Mullin. Oh, he's showing off there. Did you see that? Little flare pass from Paul Mullin. And we say see you later to Maguire. And as I look into the box here, looking at a couple of options, we'll go back inside towards Mullin again. Mullin, Basante picks out McLean. It's 4-0 Wrexham. We finally got to see Paul Mullin as well, as I smashed the ball back into the empty nets. What a day it's been here for us. 2 additional minutes as well. That will do us for this game. Any moment now, that will be the end of the game. And Wrexham will record another impressive victory by 4-0 as Barnett has picked up an injury. So we'll see if that's going to be a long-term injury for him or not. But what a performance from the boys. And on to the next game we go. Just thought I'd take a quick look at the player stats this season. You can see there we've got 13 in 36 for goals, but 18 assists in 36 matches. And Andy Cannon is there as well with 15 assists. So, as I say, it's not just been me who's been helping this Wrexham side forward this season. We've had some top performances from a lot of our players. And another very winnable game here as we face Accrington Stanley, who are in a very similar position to that of Crawley, who we just beat in the previous fixture by 4-0. So you'd expect a similar result. Fletcher and Palmer start up front. Basante and Mullin both drop, I'm assuming, to the bench. And the thing that could be the icing on the top of this episode would be a free kick goal. So, you know, if the referee wants to give us a free kick during this game, I'd be happy to receive one, see if we could score it. And like I say, that would be the icing on the top of what has been a very enjoyable episode in terms of how we've done today. Fletcher on the attack already after 3 minutes for Wrexham. What a ball through to Palmer. Will we see an offside flag? I don't think so. Wrexham have broken the deadlock after just 3 minutes. Ollie Palmer finishes, but the pick out from Stephen Fletcher, the pass, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. We'll see here as the ball is found. That is a phenomenal pass. Palmer doesn't even need a touch, just right foot. Places the ball into the back of Accrington's goal. And inside 4 minutes we lead here. The question will be, though, when Wrexham go up, because it feels like it's inevitable now. I'm saying that. Imagine if we don't end up gaining promotion now to League One. Here is Pritchard. Pritchard! It's 1-1. Accrington responds. I was just about to say, what do we think is going to happen when we get promoted with Wrexham? Are we going to be able to stay in the division? Do we have the quality to remain in League One? Because largely, it's going to need to be a big window, potentially ahead of us, to try and stay in the division. I spoke about the fact that Fletcher, now is ageing. Ollie Palmer, ageing as well. And I know that Mullin is turning 30, I think. But there's two of our strikers who have played a key part this season who realistically may not be able to play next year in League One. Fletcher looking to release to the right-hand side. He will do that. Ford inside to Palmer. Palmer looks for my run. Gets the ball towards me. I was trying to get through into a better position. And a vital touch takes it away from me. Davies does find us though. And now Palmer's through. Palmer, he's got Fletcher there. And he didn't pass, but he still got it. How on earth Ollie Palmer came out with the ball there, I don't know. And he got his shot away. And it was a good enough save. But all he's got to do is either play Fletcher or shoot earlier. And surely that's us 2-1 in front. Pritchard, who scored the goal for Accrington, is in our area. Now Mellor. Mellor, edge of the penalty area. Shot comes through a number of bodies. Howard makes the save. And now Ford will pick up the loose ball. But after Accrington equalise, we have not had it all our own way. You saw Palmer test the goalkeeper previously. But there is another chance for Accrington. And it could well have been 2-1 to them. It's not at the moment though. Fletcher's ball forward towards Palmer, who wins his header brilliantly. We turn back inside. Left-footed strike. It's gone wide of the far post. Young. We will play it towards Ford. Ford has got Young back in the middle. Here he is then. We're ahead of Young and he will play that ball. We take it in our stride quite well. Waits for the run of Ford. Ford now then. We'll give him the run down the line. Ford plays it. Chance to get a cross in. It's there. Towards Davies. He's got to hit the target. Instead hits the only defender in the way of him and the goal. Ollie Palmer off, Paul Mullin on for us. With 20 minutes to go, Young's corner. Free header for Baba Fernandez. It's picked up by us. We will play Fletcher. Fletcher! 2-1 Wrexham! And just like that, Fletcher pops up, having had a quiet game aside from the ball he played through to open up the scoring, which found Palmer. He hasn't done much in the game, but he pops up with a goal there when you need him to. And I was talking about potential replacements for us next season. He's 36 now, Stephen Fletcher. Could he do it at League One level still? Final few moments of the game. Let's just hold on to this. Do not let Accrington score now, as they will find a chance down the right, but they need to go forwards. Instead, they go back. And ref, anytime you want to end the game is good with me, because we are over the time. There is the full-time whistle. Wrexham 2, Accrington 1. In the end, we get a victory, but we had to work hard for that, because it wasn't as convincing as the Crawley game. And, for large parts of it, we were drawing. But then Fletcher popped up with the all-important goal. Gillingham losing again, though, is another poor result for them. And we'll see what that means to the table as we go today, my friends, because that is where we're going to end the episode. And look at this. We are now 14 points clear of Gillingham and 15 points clear of Notts County. And we have a game in hand over Gillingham as well. So a guaranteed 15 points clear at the top of League 2 with just 9 games to go. And as I say, it'll be interesting to see how this Wrexham team strengthens if we make it into League One next year. I'm saying if, it's looking likely. But as I scroll through the list of players here, you'll see our top appearance makers. A few of them are in their 30s in age. As I scroll down, you'll see McLean 34, Fletcher 36, Ford is 30. Continuing on, we have got Young 31, Tunnicliffe 30, Tozer 34, Lainton 34, Palmer 32. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Firstly, if we make it to League One, which if we weren't to make it to League One now, I would be bitterly disappointed. And then secondly, what happens in the transfer window? For now, though, that is where we will leave today's episode. A huge thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed it, 1,000 likes is the target. So please leave a like, and it really does help in pushing out the videos to new viewers. Also, subscribe if you are enjoying the videos and want to see more. trying to push to 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and we are 5,000 away right now, so getting closer, and I thank you all for your incredible support. We'll be back tomorrow with more My Player action as we look to wrap up the season as quickly as we possibly can and try and make it into League One. Potentially 9 matches to go. We've got 2 more episodes left of this season, essentially. And then it's into Season 2. So I'm excited for that. Hopefully you are as well. Have a fantastic day, a fantastic evening. Much love to you all. Stay safe, look after each other. And I'll see you all again soon. Adios!